I grew up in a household where I was the first to the next generation. So my mother was the oldest of 8, and my father was the oldest of 4. And I was in this West Philadelphia household where, with all the cousins and aunts and uncles and all that stuff in there, there's about 15 of us in this household. And they would buy some cereal with some milk. And you got 15 people, we got cereal, some milk. Boy, you better get to that table early, or ain't gonna be no more cereal and no more milk. And so I was never a lazy kid. When you grow up in households like that, boy, you learn to get there fast and get it good. And so I've always been an early riser, always been a hustler, always had natural drive, always had that ingrained in me because at that young age, you were competing with so many people. And this is just our household in West Philadelphia. Once you walked outside, if everybody who has not been to Philadelphia, we have what they call one-way streets, and we have what they call row houses. Every house is boom, 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 boom. When you walk outside, it's like 1,000 people outside on every block. And so competition in Philadelphia is fierce. And I grew up in that area. And so when you want to get it, you got to get it. You got to be serious about it. And that's what you'll find from people from Philadelphia. So another guy from Philadelphia, Will Smith, if you see the energy and drive that Will got, it's just coming out of Philadelphia. Another dude that we all know, Bill Cosby, the drive that he had. When you come out of Philadelphia, man, you got to get it. Same thing with New York, D.C., Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit. It's that big city drive. You don't have time to waste time, baby. And so it's still ingrained in me. Years later, I can't get it out of me. It's just that whole thing where you go out and get it. You know you got to make it happen, and nobody's going to make it happen for you. I can't make that drive for other people. You got to figure it out from somewhere to make it happen. But some people have it, some people don't. Some people can develop it, but that's on you to develop. I got mine already. Yeah, Cold Black. I met Jeff Flanagan, who is the executive, and ran the whole Cold Black back in the early 2000s when I was first trying to shoot a movie in Charlotte called Move the Crowd. And I got a whole lot of people behind that, but again, we just couldn't get the production money, and I wasn't going to spend all of my money. I spent a lot of money trying to get the pre-production going, but at that time, I went out there, and Jeff Flanagan had done a whole lot of straight-to-DVD movies with, what's the Bout It dude from New Orleans? What's his daggone name? Percy, whatever Percy's name is. Daggone it, what's his dag? Master P. So he had done a whole bunch of stuff with Master P, and so he was in the position of doing straight to DVD. And so I kept talking to him each year going out there, and he kept trying to get his hands on my book, Fly Girl. And at the time, I kept saying, you don't have enough money, man. Fly Girl is not a straight DVD joint. It's a big Hollywood vehicle. But over the years, Jeff Flanagan got bigger, and he got bigger, and he started making more connections. His money got bigger and all that. So now he's in position with distribution from Lionsgate, and now he has enough capital and enough power with the recent films they just did with Kevin Hart, who's another Philadelphian. Kevin Hart blew that whole thing up, and so now Cold Black is on the map, and now he has enough power with Lionsgate to say, hey, let's develop a property. And so finally he was able to get an option on Fly Girl to see if they can build the production money to go ahead and make it happen. And so we'll see what happens. Hopefully something will pop out of it. But that's where we are right now, where they have the option to produce the film. And let's see how serious they are about making that happen. Man, money is always money, baby. If I had Will Smith money, I would have shot 4 or 5 movies. You know what I mean? Paid all the professionals in the whole 9. But the money game is so fierce of people not wanting to lose their money and lose their shirts in Hollywood that nobody wants to put money. I don't know how to get any deals done in Hollywood because nobody wants to give up any money to do it. I just don't understand it. And so money is always the issue in Hollywood. Okay? And so that's the difference between the book industry, where they're going to pay for the vehicle and put it out, versus Hollywood that wants to hear and haw and rewrite the script and attach everybody and figure out who they want to get involved as investors and all that, instead of putting the money on the table to do it. So that's the problem. That's always going to be the problem, particularly with African American films trying to get the money to do it. Okay, OMAR TYREE again. The website is OMARTYREE.com. And my new vehicle, the eBook Nation. That's eBook Nation Inc. Inc.com. That's the new thing I'm pushing. A lot of great new movie ideas, but I'm selling them as ebooks. And if you don't have an ebook reader, I have devices at my website, ebooknationinc.com. We have something called Kindle Readers where you can go there and download and buy straight from Amazon. So get it all right there at my website and understand what I'm getting into now. Film ideas written as ebooks, straight for the people, original content, including this Justin Bieber book I'm working on right now called The Sneaker Kings.